Korea is attempting to silence this discussion. There is a troubling pattern in the leaked messages between Kim Soo Hyun and Kim Se-ron that goes well beyond what was previously revealed. These aren't simply private conversations. They might be proof, from flirtatious texts when she was only 15 to covert meetup arrangements. Keep watching because the last message alters everything we previously believed to be true about this incident. The scandal surrounding Kim Soo Hyun and Kim Se-ron suddenly took a more sinister turn. We've just got hearsay and conjecture. For months. However, the contents of their actual private messages have finally come to light, and they will shock you. These texts between co-workers are not informal. They exhibit an obvious pattern of improper conduct that started when Kim Se-ron was still a minor. Let's examine each of these released communications separately. 1 month prior to Kim Se-ron's 16th birthday, in June 2016, the first shocking revelation was made. Kim Soo Hyun was already 28 years old at this point. Just the age difference is alarming, but the discussion soon becomes improper. Everything begins as it should. Kim Se-ron texts to say she's coming back from filming Secret Healer. With a friendly, come back soon and heart emoji, Kim Soo Hyun responds. Then she makes a kissing sound in writing. At that point, the situation takes an unsettling turn. The reply from Kim Soo Hyun is, "Do it for real next time." He's suggesting physical touch, not simply flirtation. His subsequent statement, "Oh, is that not allowed either?" is even more concerning. He is well aware of the limits he is pushing. The response of Kim Se-ron, "No, it's not that. I will." The reason: a man who was about 30 years old was interacting with a teenager. In this manner is seriously called into question by this discussion alone. However, things worsen. Kim Se-ron asks repeatedly, "Do you miss me or not?" in another message from June 2016. She is obviously looking for approval, which is typical of teenage crushes. However, Kim Soo Hyun's reaction is deceptive. Rather than providing a clear response, he teases, "What do you think? Do I really miss you?" He's using her sincere sentiments as a game, taking pleasure in the power dynamics that arise when a young girl pursues his love. Later in the same month, the most unsettling exchange takes place. Kim Soo Hyun never gets up early, according to Kim Se-ron's joke. His response, "I wouldn't even notice if you kissed me." He intensifies it when she cooperates, saying, "When can I give you a hug and go to sleep? That seems like a really good way for me to sleep." He is now openly talking physical intimacy with a youngster, thus this is no longer innocent flirting. More worrisome, Kim Se-ron's affirmative reaction demonstrates how commonplace this unsuitable dynamic had become. The most damaging message, however, follows. "Will it take about a year?" asks Kim Soo Hyun, obviously alluding to the times when they could have a sexual encounter. Kim Se-ron bargains when he is hesitant. 3 years? What about 6 months? This adolescent is negotiating with an adult about when she will be ready. "I'll do it when I want to," is her final response, which implies she felt under pressure to agree. This disparity in power is astounding. Let's fast forward to 2018. Kim Se-ron, 17, receives a handwritten letter from Kim Soo Hyun, 30, about his military duty. Among its startlingly intimate passages are, "I think I still miss you, so I guess I'm saying that I do." After his release, he even recommends that they study together. An odd suggestion considering that she was still in high school. This was emotional grooming, not merely cordial communication. The smoking gun follows. Kim Se-ron is under pressure from Kim Soo Hyun to move from Kakao Talk to Telegram in August 2018. She especially asks that they make advantage of Telegram's secret chat function, which allows communications to self-destruct. Unless he had something to conceal, why would he require disappearing messages? Erasing proof of their improper communications was the goal here, not privacy. In November 2019, the last puzzle piece will be delivered. Kim Se-ron, who was 19 at the time, receives a postcard from Kim Soo Hyun from Paris. It uses language that is startlingly personal. I love you, Ron. You make me proud. I'm sorry forever. His agency asserts that their relationship didn't begin until she was an adult, but this postcard and years' worth of earlier correspondence paint a completely different picture. This is what nobody is discussing. This is what nobody is discussing. A trend that started when Kim Se-ron was just 15 years old and lasted for years is shown by these leaked messages. Grooming behavior is evident in the slow progression from flirtatious texts to conversations about physical closeness. Furthermore, it appears from Kim Soo Hyun's efforts to conceal conversations that he was well aware of how improper this was. However, the most important question still stands. Why did these communications appear at this time? What does this signify for the career of Kim Soo Hyun? There is little doubt that this crisis is far from being resolved. This is the message they would prefer you not to see. Create tension for the big reveal. I'm going to show you something that will change everything, so stay until the very end.